Now we're going to grab the back panel of our female trouser. As you can see, I already put the front panel in place on my pattern paper. When drafting your back trouser, make sure you have enough margin at the upper part of your pattern paper and also by this side of your pattern paper. For example, for this particular one, I have 3 inches margin, and for the upper part, I have 2 inches margin. So to start with, we are going to extend the waistline of the front panel, the hip line, the cross line, the new line, the trouser length, and the 3 inches seam allowance on our pattern paper. As you can see, I've extended the waistline, the hip line, the cross line, the new line, the trouser length, and the 3 inches seam allowance on my pattern paper. So we are going to fold in the deeper allowance for the front panel because we'll not be needing it for the back. So after folding in the zipper allowance this way, you are going to mark where your hip line stops on your back panel here. You are going to mark it on your back panel, and to the cross length, we are going to measure the back cross depth. The back cross depth, the formula is for my back cross depth is 8 divided by 16, and when we divide 37 by 16, where we get to 2.3. I told you I'll be rounding this up to 2.5. So here, mark my 2.5. And on the 2.5 mark, I will come down by ½ inch. Now you come to the waistline, you will extend this line to the back. And also this side, you will extend it to the back. So you are going, after extending it to the back, it's going to look like this. So you are going to find the midpoint. So I have here 3.7. 3.7 divided by 2. 1.9. I'm going to mark 1.9. So on this 1.9 mark, I'm going to raise my trouser. Normally for a female trouser, you raise the back panel. I'm going to raise mine by 1.5. The bigger the hip circumference, the bigger the number of inches you use to raise your back panel. For hip circumference of 42, 43, you can use 2 inches. By the time you are getting to hip circumference of 45, 46, you use 2.5. So the bigger the hip circumference, the bigger the number of inches you to raise your trouser. But for this, I'm going to raise my trouser by 1.5. And mark. Then from this 1.5 mark, I'm going to connect this point to this my hip point. From here, measure 2 inches and mark. So after marking that, connect the curve passing through this point to this place. That is my back cross depth connection. Then you come to this side of your trouser. You are going to extend this line, the cross length. On this side of the trouser, you are going to extend it by 1.5 inch. So you mark your 1.5 inch on your knee line, your trouser length, your 3 inches end, and you connect to the cross line. I've marked my 1.5 inch on my knee line, trouser length, 10 inches allowance, and I connect them together all the way down to the cross length. Now, we want to measure the back width. On our front panel, we are going to measure the width we have there. The width measurement we have here is 8 inches. To measure our 8 inches on our back panel, you put your staple on this point and you mark your 8 inches on this line, then plus extra 1 inch for that. So from here, plus 1, that's 9. So I'm going to mark 9 on this line. So the 1 inch is for my dart. Connect them together. So after connecting it together, you are going to connect this point to your hip line. From here, you make a connection to your hip line. Note on this other side of my back panel, I'm not going to add any extra inches. I'm only going to straight out the front side on this PC, or because I already add the 0.5 inch to the front panel. So when I straight out my front panel on this my back piece, the 0.5 inch is already on this panel. So while throwing in my trouser, I'm going to sew in this side by 0.5 inch. So I'm setting out my front panel on my back piece. You have to be very careful. So after straightening out my front side on this my back piece, we want to draft the dart on the back panel. You come to your front panel. Remember what you have from here to here. What we have is 3.7. You come to your back piece. You place your staple here and you mark 3.7. I want my dart length to be 6. Mark it. Connect the line together. I'm throwing in my dart by 0.5 inch. So from there I mark 0.5. From there I mark 0.5. And connect them. So that is my back dart. I don't use dart for my front panel. I only put that at the back of my back panel. So we are going to remove the front block and see the way the back looks like. See the way our back panel is looking. So we are going to add 1/2 inch allowance to this side for sewing in. After that, we cut out our back panel. This is our back panel, and this is the 0.5 inch seam allowance I added to this side. So this is the way your back panel will look like. You are not going to cut out the dart. You are going to fold it in on your fabric. So on our front panel, we want to draft our pocket tracing before we cut out the pocket cuff. So you are going to place your pieces under your front panel this way and put it in place with the pin or the sellotape. Then you are going to straight out this part from the midline to the cross length, to the side, and to the waistline on your PC. As you can see, this is our straight out. It's looking like it from the midline to the cross length, to the side, and to the waist. This is the way it's looking, and we are going to cut it out. So after cutting our pocket facing, as you can see, fixing it properly, we are going to cut out the pocket cuff on our front panel, and we'll also cut out the pocket pieces itself. I already cut out the pocket cuff. No, I cut it out from the blue line. From the blue line, not from the black line. Remember that this blue line is our 0.5 inch seam allowance. So you cut it out from the blue line. Now to cut the pocket itself, you place your pocket piece under your front panel this way, and you straight out the shape from the midpoint to the cross length, to the side, to the curve, and to the waistline on your pocket pieces. Use the transparent paper so I can see the line underneath. So this is the shape of our pocket after straightening out. Now we are going to cut it out. This is our pocket cut out. You place it on the facing, is going to be like this. You can decide to put cuff here. You can decide to change the shape here, but I'm going to leave it this way. So this is the way it will be on the pocket facing. And when you fit it to your pocket, it's going to look like this. So our pocket is already beautiful. So I'm going to show you how to fit it in when sewing your trouser. Our trouser is going to have a band at the waist, and I want to use a band measurement of 1.5 inch. So I'm going to subtract the 1.5 inch from the upper part of my trouser, both the front and the back panel. Now we want to cut our band. So we fold the fabric this way. After folding it this way, turn it into two. So the band length we are using is 1.5. I'm going to add half inch to it. That will be 2 inches. The half inch is for sewing in. Then the weight we are working with is 29. 29 divided by 2, that is 14.5. So we are going to measure our 14.5. This is our 14.5. Then we add half inch allowance for joining. Then we mark. Then our band length is 2 inches. Remember, I added 0.5 inch to it for sewing in. Cut out this part, just this one. Do not cut the one below, just this one. Now on this other part, you extend it by 2 inches. No, this 2 inches is for overlapping in front of our trouser. There's going to be an overlapping in front on the belt in front. So the 2 inches is for the overlapping. Then you cut out fully. This is our band cut out. These are our trouser pieces. This is the band. This is the pocket and the pocket facing. Note, when cutting your pocket facing on your fabric, you are going to add half inches to this side. Also on your pocket, you are going to add half inches to the side, half inches to the cover, half inches to this place. That is on your fabric. So on our front block, we already added all the seam allowance. The reason why I folded in the 1.5 inch for band on my trouser is because I'm going to use this pattern to drag a bandless trouser some other time. So this is our front block, our back block, and when I'm going to cut my fabric, I'm cutting from here to the trouser length. Hope you enjoy the class. Watch the videos very well. Take note of every detail. Feel free to ask me any question, and I will be waiting for your own female trouser pattern upload. Thank you.